This one concerns a person that has a rescue dog that is chewing things up. And this lady calls that oral fixation. That's a nice technical word. I'm going to start using that from now on. My dog had an oral fixation towards the computer cord that I have in my house, which means a bugger chewed the whole thing up. But let me read it. I have a 20-month-old Pitbull mix that I rescued. Her oral fixation is getting worse. Please let me know which course I could take to work with her. It's becoming a problem. Anytime a dog chews something up, it is a problem. Might not be a big problem, but it could be. Cindy, a lot of times on these questions, doesn't get enough information in the first go-around with the people. So she'll go back at them and say, hey, what about this or this? And that's what she did here. Cindy said, how long have you had this dog? What exactly is she doing that constitutes an oral fixation? In other words, the hell is she chewing up? I've had her for 4 months now, the lady said. Every now and then, she'll chew up her bed, her toys, anything she can manage to pull into her dog crate. Now she's physically moving the crate to get whatever is nearby. She managed to grab some wires that she did chew up. It's become a daily occurrence. I read the selection on chewing and misbehaving. I'll be taking her out more to exercise and spending additional time with her. Thanks for replying, and I appreciate your help, she said. Well, Cindy says, I wouldn't really say this as much as a oral fixation as a learned behavioral problem. And some dogs do this from being frustrated in the crate, and sometimes it's a barrier issue because they are in the crate. So they can be frustrated and be in the crate, or it can be a barrier problem where you put them in the crate. Okay, they're not in there long enough to be frustrated from being in there because they haven't been in that long, but it's more of a barrier thing where they don't like being in there. So a lot of times what you have to do is give them something to do if you're going to put them in a crate. Like we have toys that you can put frozen yogurt, put yogurt in it or dog food and freeze it and give it to them. Like a large, depending on the size of the dog and yada yada, a lot of things. You can go to your butcher and get knuckle bones. Don't give them cooked steak bones. Cooked bones are really a bad thing to give a dog because when you cook them, they're brittle. And when they're brittle, they break. And when they break, you got shards that go down into their stomach, and that can cause a problem. So Cindy says, believe it or not, we have a 4-month-old Chihuahua named Pip, otherwise known as Pippy to me. She will scoot her exercise pen all over our kitchen and floor and stick her arm out to drag stuff in with her. And she does that. I had to go and first I put a couple of bricks in her dog run. Not dog run, X-Pen. That didn't work. She just worked harder to pull those bricks around. So then I had to put 2 more bricks in there. She could still move it around a little bit. Then I had to put 6 bricks in there. She only weighs 4 pounds. So she can't pull 6 bricks around, and that stopped it. But some people that have bigger dogs, we have a friend that put screwed an eye bolt into the base floorboard of her living room and attached a line to the X-Pen so the dog can't pull it around. And she could just as easily attach a line to a dog crate so they can't pull it around. This is, like Cindy said, this is more of a situation of the dog having anxiety issues. So you're better off to give it more exercise, like this lady says, and get your dog tired. And then the second thing is to do some mental stimulation. A lot of times, taking a dog out and learn how to do marker training. I mean, we have a video that I did on it. There's a long article on our website titled The Power of Training Dogs with Markers. It's simple. It's a simple type of training, but it's difficult to do. But once you do it, it stimulates your dog's mind. And you'll find that when you take your dog out and you're doing marker training with them and then you put them in the crate, that wears them out. It gives them something to think about when they're laying in the crate afterwards. And then give them, a cow's bone or a hard toy. We sell some of our dog toys, our chew toys, that they can't chew up. They're made for dogs that chew. You might not want to put a dog bed in there. I can't tell you. It depends on the dog that's sitting in front of you. People write us and say, could you give us an outline, a step-by-step outline on how to train our dog? And the answer is no, I cannot. No one can. The only way you can train a dog and the only way you can deal with behavioral problems is to work with that dog that's sitting right in front of you. And then you have to think outside the box to see what it is that you can do, common sense-wise, to help solve that dog's problem. And if you can't do it, go to Leerburg.com, write Cindy, see what kind of ideas that she has. Because we've both have decades worth of dog training information that we're happy to help people with. So in closing, what I would recommend, I have a few DVDs or online courses that we've produced that would help a person like this. If you have a dog that is showing some of these behaviors, what I would recommend is I did a course titled Dealing with Dominant and Aggressive Dogs. I'm not saying that this dog is dominant, but it's certainly frustrating. If the dog is certainly frustrated, either because of a lack of exercise or a lack of relationship with the owner. And you'll get good information in that dominant and aggressive dog video. I would also point the person to the free online course that we produced on how Cindy and I manage the dogs in our home. If you're brand new to Leerburg, if you've never bought any of our courses, if you sign up for this course, we'll send you a coupon where you can get 10% off the first online course you buy from us. It took me a long time to figure out that I could build a training course and put it on a computer that would really be easy for the people that watch it to follow, and so people can learn and get good information. I mean, I've produced dog training videos for going on 41 years now. So I've been through the VHS, I've been through the High 8, I've been through the DVDs, I've been through the video streams, and we wrote our own software. Took 4.5 years for 7 people on how to build out a training course. Take advantage of that information. There's good information there that's based on experience. So good luck with your dog.